Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts, like the chart behind me, which is of NIO, ticker symbol NIO. So I just wanted to go over this because there are a few things that stood out to me about the stock and generally about Chinese stocks, because I think that they're actually going to have a really strong year in 2024. And that's kind of based on the analysis of Alibaba that I did in a recent video, also looking at NIO. So basically what we have here is what looks like a double bottom right around $7, which was the all-time low, or at least 52-week low. We see here that was hit on June 1st, and then we also see some consolidation around there with a low in this area of $7.01. Also, we do see a gap up that needs to be, or sorry, a gap down that needs to be filled to the upside, and that would be going to $10.22, about a 10% move from the current price of $9.34 on market close December 26th, Tuesday. And so there is some potential there. We did see a move of over 10%, nearly 11% on the day. So it is quite possible there will be a pullback, maybe to around $9, $8.85, where this high was on, let's see, December 18th, high of $8.90. So there is a possibility there will be a pullback, but it does seem like there's a lot of strength, especially considering that the RSI is still below 70, currently on the day at 66.24. So I do think there is some potential upside there. Also, we can see that looking at the volume profile, there's been a lot of consolidation below the current price, and there it looks like there's a little bit of a gap in that here, corresponding somewhat to this gap here in the price action. And so, yeah, I do think that 1022 is a good price target. And also, if we do take a step back, I may actually remove the volume profile for this. It does look like price action has been trading within this downtrending channel marked by the shading. And that really began, let's see, at the end of January 2022, price began consolidating in this downtrending channel. And we're getting near the top of it. Also, one thing that I had noticed is that it does look like it might be in a pretty big picture falling wedge pattern that has kind of a gradual slope, especially with the bottom relative to the top of the wedge. But it does look like it's had multiple touch points on this white trend line here, has kind of broken out, consolidating into the top of this channel that I have in shading. And yeah, with not only the gap fill to $10.22, we could see prices going up to like $12, $13 to get to the top of the wedge based on this white line up here. And so I do think that is something that could be tested in the next couple months, maybe, perhaps sooner. And then also, you know, there are some other gaps to fill to the upside, but I did have this one highlighted at $27.22. Thinking, you know, that there's just generally a lot of upside for the stock. And if we do take a step back even further, looking on the weekly chart, we can see that it has had highs nearly $67, $66.99 on the second week of January 2021, and really price has just been demolished since then. And so I do feel that, you know, having recently formed this double bottom, gaps to the upside, potentially breaking out of not only this downtrending channel, but also in what looks like could potentially be a falling wedge, potential breakout to the upside, going to, let's see, first stop 1022, then 1213, getting out of the wedge, retesting that, continuing higher to, let's see, if I throw up the volume profile again, you know, we could see moves going up to, let's see, 16, 17 bucks. Looks like there's a little bit of a gap in the price consolidation volume there. And then moving even higher to $23 and filling this gap even at $27.22. And before I close this video, I also just want to throw up the moving averages. What looks like we are getting a 200-day moving average may actually closing above that on the day at a price of $9.34. So I think that's great. We're also seeing what looks like the 21-day moving average crossing above the 50-day moving average just barely by 3 cents, but that is something to consider that, all of the moving averages, these three moving averages, the 21-day, 50-day, and 200-day are all below current price. So I do think that there's a lot of bullish stuff going on for the stock this year in the close of 2023, and I do think 2024 is going to be great for the stock, especially, when we have great potential like this to the upside. And so those are my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching.